Hey everybody, how's it going? Stabman coming back at you again today, and today I have only a few things to talk to you about. I was hoping that it would be three things, but it's actually just two this time around because one of the titles that I was interested in getting for the price that it was at, like apparently it was just a misprice or something like that, because halfway through the week they decided to adjust the price again from what it was at to like 22, 23 bucks, which is what it is normally at. So I would have loved to be able to get that for $5.99, but apparently it was just a pricing error or something. I don't know. Either way, I was going to wait on it. I said, I'm just going to wait and see if Amazon price matches this. Amazon never price matched it. Best Buy decided to remove that $5.99 price tag, and, well, I missed out. If they even made good on that price at all at any point, I missed out on it. So either way, there were a couple of other titles that Best Buy had for $5.99 that were price matched on Amazon at various times throughout the week, and I decided to go ahead and pick up these other two titles that I was interested in from Best Buy, but I picked them up off of Amazon because, well, I have Amazon Prime and it just makes things easier. So the first title that I picked up here was one that I've been wanting to revisit for quite some time, and that is, of course, The Waterboy. Okay, so maybe this isn't the greatest movie ever, right? But there are actually a lot of memorable scenes in this movie, and I've just been wanting to revisit it recently because just how funny it is. It's one of the few halfway decent Adam Sandler movies that came out after like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and stuff like that, you know what I mean? This was one of the few after that that were actually pretty damn good, pretty damn funny. And it stars Kathy Bates, thank you, and Henry Winkler. So, yeah, I was a pretty big fan of this back in the day. Well, no, I wouldn't say big fan, but I thought it was pretty damn funny. Saw it in theaters, was pleasantly surprised, pretty happy with what I got from the movie at the time. And then it played several times on like cable television, like TBS and whatnot. And I saw it several times after that and just was worn out on it for the longest time. But it's been like 10 years since I last saw it, so I figured, you know what? It's time. It's time to revisit The Waterboy, and now $5.99, I have it in my hands, in my collection. I can watch it whenever the hell I feel like it. And then the next $5.99 title, the last $5.99 title that I got here from Amazon, was actually You've Got Mail. You like how I did that exactly the way that the guy did it? You got mail. Maybe it's a bit outdated now. That's crazy to think of, an outdated update of a previous movie. But yeah, either way, I was kind of waffling on this at first, but what made me decide that I'm going to get this regardless was actually just the fact that it's directed by Nora Ephron. Nora Ephron, I've said it before, I'll say it again, when it comes to romance movies, she was the queen. She did some of the greatest stuff that came out of the 80s and 90s. She was behind the writing. She was like the pen behind a lot of great romance films in the 80s and 90s. And she directed a lot of great stuff too, including this. So, yeah, I just felt like, yeah, I wanna see this again. And I want to have more Nora Ephron in my collection. So why the hell not? This is actually a pretty good movie. It's not, I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but when I'm looking to buy a movie, when I'm looking at something and I see this is $5.99, I'm thinking, should I get it or should I not get it? The first thing that goes through my mind is how much of this movie can I remember? And if I actually remember a lot of the movie, if I remember like particular scenes or particular aspects about the movie, about the plot, then that strikes me as being a memorable movie because, of course, I'm remembering it. It's something that I remember quite well. So, if it's a memorable movie, chances are that it's actually a pretty good movie because if you can actually remember what's going on in the movie, then you didn't try to block it out because it was so freaking horrible, you know? Typically, if it's a really bad movie, you block it out. That's what I do, at least. I block it out. I completely forget about it. So, yeah, this is not one that I completely forgot about. There are a lot of aspects of this movie that I remember and I remember enjoying quite a bit. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a slice of Americana in the late 90s, but at the same time, it's also a pretty damn good movie. And surprisingly, I didn't even know this until I opened it up, but it also comes with The Shop Around the Corner on DVD, which is notable because this is You've Got Mail is an update of The Shop Around the Corner. That's the movie that You've Got Mail is based off of. And it's also notable because, to my knowledge at least, I don't think you can get this movie on DVD any other way now. I think this is the only way to actually get the movie on DVD is The Shop Around the Corner. I was looking up on Amazon to see if you can get this on DVD any other way, and yeah, it was released on DVD separately, but that DVD appears to be out of print now and fetching like 20 or 30 bucks just for the standalone release, which is ridiculous when you can get this for $5.99, get the You've Got Mail on Blu-ray, and then get The Shop Around the Corner on DVD. Basically paid $3 for each movie, I guess you could say. It's not that bad of a deal if you think about it. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I was also happy to see all the special features on this. It's got Carole King, Anyone at All music video. Carole King, she's great. What can I say? Bunch of special features. HBO First Look special. Discover New York's Upper West Side movie tour. I mean, there's some interesting stuff on here, and it's a pretty darn good movie. I wouldn't say it's the best romance movie ever, but it's one of the good ones from the 90s, I think, because it's Nora Ephron. And Nora Ephron did a lot of great stuff. I need to get more in my collection, so there you go. You've Got Mail and The Waterboy. So I guess you could say these are two late 90s movies on Blu-ray that I got for $5.99 each. Not a bad deal at all. One of them is very funny, one of them not as funny, but still pretty damn good. So, yeah, honestly, I would say these are probably about the same rating for me. I think this is a 6.57, and this is a 6.5 or 7 star out of 10 kind of movie for me. So, yeah, I like them enough to have in my collection, especially for a halfway decent price. And we are still in the doldrums here. We are still in that area where there aren't that many good deals out there right now. So you got to take what you can get. And that's exactly what I did there. And I actually feel like I made some pretty good deals, especially with this one because unexpectedly it came with a free DVD in there. Cool. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. I mean, it's just been that kind of time trying to find something halfway decent to pick up. So what can you do? Either way, that'll do it for me today. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.